Hi everyone. Welcome to the Elevate Mindset. Hope you are well. Take care of yourself. Subscribe and like for motivational video. The world rarely sees the silent battles you carry on your shoulders. The pressure builds, the responsibilities grow, and yet you still show up. You still try. You still hold it together when everything inside of you feels like it's falling apart. That kind of strength can't be taught. It's born in the fire of survival. You're tired, but you're here. And that matters more than you know. There are days when the exhaustion isn't just physical, it's emotional. It's the kind of tired that settles deep into the heart, into the bones. The kind that makes you question your purpose, your direction, your future. But even in that heaviness, you take one more breath, one more step, one more chance. That courage defines you more than any struggle ever will. You don't need to pretend you're okay all the time. You don't need to hide the truth that life is heavy right now. What you're feeling is real, and it doesn't make you weak. But what does make you powerful is that you haven't given up. You're still fighting, still reaching, still hoping that tomorrow will be better. And it will. Some mornings feel like mountains. You wake up drained, overwhelmed before your feet even touch the floor. The world expects you to be strong, to be steady, to be unshakable, but they don't see what it takes just to function. Yet day after day, you rise, you move, you try again. That resilience is rare, and it's a reason you'll make it through. Your heart has carried disappointments, losses, and battles that left scars no one else can see. But it also carries hope, a small flame that refuses to die, no matter how hard the wind tried to snuff it out. That flame is why you're still here. That flame is why you'll rise higher than you think possible. Even when you feel broken, life is shaping you. Even when you feel alone, you're growing in strength. And even when you feel drained, you're proving to yourself that exhaustion is not the end. It's part of the journey toward the life you are building. There's a quiet strength inside you, the kind that doesn't shout, doesn't boast, doesn't seek applause. It simply endures. It steps forward when quitting feels easier. It whispers, try again, when your mind screams, I'm done. This strength has carried you through more than you'll ever give yourself credit for. You've survived days you weren't sure you could survive. You've carried weight you didn't think you could handle. You walked through storms that should have drowned you. But here you are, breathing, standing, pushing. That kind of resilience makes you unstoppable when life tries to break you. You may not feel strong every day, but strength isn't a feeling, it's a decision. And every day you choose to show up, no matter how exhausted you are, you prove that your heart is bigger than your hardships. Exhaustion teaches you clarity. It strips away the unnecessary. It reveals what truly matters. When you are emotionally drained, you start to see who is real, and what is worth your remaining energy. And sometimes that lesson hurts, but it also frees you. You learn that not everyone deserves your access. Not every battle is yours to fight. Not every task requires your spirit. The more tired you become, the more you understand the value of peace, boundaries, and self-respect. This exhaustion is shaping you in ways you'll appreciate later. And even when you feel like you're at your limit, you discover something surprising. You still have a little strength left. You still have one more push. You still have one more step forward inside you. That's growth. That's transformation. There will always be people who don't understand what you're carrying. They don't know the nights you didn't sleep, the tears you wiped away quietly, the battles you fought alone. They judge your pace without knowing your pain. But you're not living for their approval. You're living for your purpose. You are not responsible for making your struggle look easy for others. You don't owe anyone a perfect performance. What you owe yourself is honesty. If you're tired, you're allowed to be tired. If you're hurting, you're allowed to acknowledge it. Let others misunderstand you. Your journey isn't theirs to interpret. The people who matter will see your effort. They'll see your heart. They'll see your persistence even when you're worn out. And they'll stand with you, not because you're strong all the time, but because you're real. Pain is part of the process. It's the evidence that you're growing, stretching, evolving into something greater. When life pushes you to your knees, it's not to break you. It's to position you for a comeback. Every struggle you push through becomes a tool that strengthens your character. You don't have to be perfect to keep going. You don't have to be fearless to move forward. You just have to choose persistence over surrender, even when every part of you aches. That choice, made over and over, builds the life you dream of. One day, you'll look back at these painful moments and realize that they didn't destroy you. They built you. They crafted the version of you that can handle the blessings waiting ahead. There are nights when quitting feels like the easiest choice. You're drained, overwhelmed, and mentally exhausted from carrying so much for so long. But deep down, you know that giving up won't bring peace. It will only bring regret. Something inside you refuses to stop. That's your spirit speaking. Your dream is not done with you yet. Your purpose hasn't released you. The future you asked for is waiting on the other side of this fatigue. You're tired because you're close. You're exhausted because you're climbing. That pressure you feel is a sign that you're leveling up. You don't have to take giant strides. Tonight, surviving is enough. Tomorrow, trying again is enough. Forward is forward, even when it's slow. You underestimate your strength because you're too close to your own struggle. You only see the tired eyes, the drained body, the overwhelmed mind. But others see something different, a fighter, a survivor, someone who refuses to break even when life hits hard. The fact that you're exhausted means you've been moving. The fact that you're drained means you've been trying. The fact that you're tired means you care. People who don't care don't get tired. They quit early. But you're still here, still fighting for something better. Your exhaustion is not a sign of weakness. It's proof of your determination. It's evidence that you're still in the arena, still swinging, still believing that something better is coming. Every painful step, every drained morning, every exhausted night has been leading you somewhere. You may feel stuck, but growth is happening quietly. Progress is being made slowly. You are closer today than you were yesterday, even if you can't see it yet. Life often gets hardest right before everything changes. The storm rages hardest before it breaks. Fatigue hits deepest before the breakthrough comes. That's not coincidence. That's preparation. You're being stretched for the blessings you prayed for. Keep walking. Keep pushing. Keep believing. Your future is calling, and it's louder than your exhaustion. You keep going because something inside you refuses to die. Something inside you believes in a better tomorrow. Something inside you knows that your story is not over yet. Your tiredness is temporary, but what you're fighting for is not. You keep going because you've come too far to only come this far. You've sacrificed too much to turn around now. You've grown too much to shrink back into the version of you that no longer fits. Your exhaustion is real, but so is your purpose. And one day soon, you'll look back and realize the tired version of you, the drained version of you, the crying version of you, the broken version of you, was the strongest version of you, because that version never quit.